What I'd actually done was create this kind of society where madness reigned supreme. And I had the cream of the crop, you know. Lunatics from all over the place were just turning up to join in the fun. I couldn't outdo them. They always seemed to somehow manage to outdo me. It didn't matter what I did. They were up for the occasion in a million different ways. First of all, we had Rob Loonhouse, the man who walks in the door with the very first hardboard Flying V guitar, complete with a whammy bar on it. And people are saying, Rob, what are you going to do with this thing? There's no strings on it. Don't need strings, mate. Oh, right, okay. Comes down the front one night. I don't know, I'm playing Rainbow or something, you know, and suddenly there's this lunatic down the front doing all this with a cardboard guitar and jumping around as if he's really playing it. I'd never seen anything like this before. Next week there was twice as many. The week after that there was millions of them. And the whole place had gone mad. The hardboard guitar head-banging image had been born, and people were just doing this anyway, naturally out of the spirit of the thing. You know, Joe Cocker was the first. 1969, Woodstock stage. Joe Cocker and the Grease Band with a little help from my friends. Check it out. He's the man who stands there with the solo playing the air guitar.
I gotta get my friends together. All we gotta do is love.
I know they run air guitar contests today. Personally, I find that pathetic, laughable, completely and utterly not worth having. And the reason is that it's like fabricated. What Rob did, what they were doing 30 years ago was kind of a spur of the moment thing. It was wrapped up in the passion of the music, and that was one of the net results. They couldn't play guitar, but what they did was invent their way of expressing the same emotion.
I thought to myself, oh, well, make a cut out. So I got a couple of bits of hardboard together, traced out the outline of a Flying V, and there it was. It started from there.
Why the Flying V, particularly?
Well, I only had a couple of days to do it. It was all straight lines, and it's easy to cut out.
Do you go into detail on them? I mean, stuff on the actual thing?
First of all, you know, the first one, you know, it was very rough, you know. I cocked the neck up, the neck was too wide, you know, the body wasn't big enough. On the latest one at the moment, I've got the neck right, I've got the body right, I've put a tremolo on it, I've put a couple of bits of sticky tape on it, you know, brighten it up a bit, you know. So from a distance, it does look a bit like a real guitar, you know.
Rob Loonhouse, I think, is a hugely unrecognised talent. I think he was absolutely brilliant. And you look at the air guitarists of today. I think there was a movie recently dedicated to air guitar, and these guys just have not got a clue. They have not got a clue. They may have the licks. They may be able to, you know, run up and down a false neck like Eddie Van Halen, but they haven't got the power of the passion of Rob Loonhouse, or the craziness of Rob Loonhouse. And obviously that's something Maiden recognised, and they used to drag Rob on stage, you know, for the encores and whack away at his cardboard Flying V. Although, having said that, Rob did take me to one side and in a very serious note say, next time you write in Sounds about my cardboard Flying V, can you make sure that you say it's hardboard, actually?
Those guys could play every note exactly as it was, and you would believe it. When Maiden recorded the video at the Rainbow, I think in '79, I supported them because there was no support band. And Rob Loonhouse and Willie Flasher and the Raincoats, the first ever head-banging band, they supported me. I put them on stage at the Rainbow at Maiden's request in front of 4,000 people. And those at the back that didn't know what was going on actually believed they were playing. Awesome. We guested them out. They made a Judas Priest video.
I'm now 23. In the rock business, it's getting on a bit, you know, 23. To become really competent at the guitar, you've got to play it for about 5 years, you know, before you become reasonably competent. And you've got to be pretty competent to play rock music. So, say it would most probably take me until, about 30, you know, before I've really become competent. So really, I've left it a bit late.
Rob was a kind of an unofficial member of Maiden. He used to go out once in a while and, you know, jam with his hardball guitar with him on stage. It was awesome. And that was just done as a thing of the moment. It wasn't kind of prefabricated, you know, there was none of this contest stuff like they run today that I've seen. And I've watched them and they're just nothing, absolutely nothing. Totally and utter rubbish of the first declension. You know, that's for the camera. What Rob Loonhouse did 30 odd years ago was just for the spirit, the soul of rock and roll.